Hello, once again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Bad Moon's Orbit. I am, as always, your Warhammer aficionado, Dalton Montgomery.
And I'm Darren Smart, and I'm pretty sure Warhammer is MC Hammer's anime rival.
Excellent. If you're joining us from the previous episode, then you know that today we are talking about Aqshy, the Realm of Fire.
And if you're not joining us from the previous episode, this is a really weird podcast to decide to jump around
Yeah.
in. I mean, I guess you could. I'm assuming if you're doing so, you know a basis of the Warhammer AOS, and you're just, like, gonna hit the ones that you really like, which, absolute respect, that's not how I would approach it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do you, friend. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. I also, maybe you just saw the podcast episode titled The Realm of Fire, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm about that. And all of that is respectable. But
Yep. Any reasonalism. We're just happy to have you.
yeah, absolutely. Happy to have you here for our little Warhammer Geek Out podcast. So we talked a little bit about last time. Sigmar, having found two of the major three dwarven gods, decided to seek out less affable ally in the orcish gods. And so he has begun his travel to Gur, the realm of beasts.
But that's not where we're going.
That is not where we're going today.
Oh.
Today, we are going to follow Grimnir, the dwarven god of war and oaths, as he fulfills his promise to Sigmar and slays the god beast Volcatrix.
Nice. Wild. Sure, man. Go off. Let's
Right?
roll.
Just really wanted to get out from under that obligation. And fair enough.
Yeah.
Respect. So Grimnir travels to Aqshy, and unlike Sigmar, Grimnir actually knows Aqshy pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
While Grungni, his brother, first awoke on Shaman via his connection to Thorgrim, Grimnir actually awoke on Aqshy for the first time.
I'm actually seeing how Aqshy is spelt because I'm pulling up the visual references. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that visually. Like, the combination of those letters in that order written down is icky to my brain. And I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to any listener. But, like, I don't like it. I'm gonna...
For the sake of our listeners, Aqshy is spelled Aqshy, which is bad.
It's like I was reaching for an apple and I picked it up and it was squishy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the experience I just had looking at this.
Aqshy.
So I'm just gonna make it go away.
That's fair.
Gonna make it go away.
I was going to say, if you wanted to flip to the first image, actually, because Aqshy is the realm of fire, and that has a couple different connotations.
Mm-hmm.
There's the literal connotation, which is that Aqshy is very hot.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah, it's like Venus.
Yeah. Aqshy is extremely volcanic. Almost all mountain ranges are volcanic on Aqshy.
It looks like Venus.
Yeah, but its landscape also has some kind of like weird quirks to it. Because while Aqshy is literally the realm of fire, it also has kind of the metaphysical qualities of fire. Mostly energy, right? There are vast jungles on Aqshy that are both hot and temperate, but like use that abundance of energy that Aqshy gives them to spring up kind of uncontrollably.
Nice.
Right?
A raspberry bush.
Yeah. Aqshy, like all the realms, is more stable near its center. Out near the edges of Aqshy, it is just like raging inferno everywhere, with kind of the middle parts giving you stuff like trees whose leaves are fire, volcanic mountain ranges, vast sulfur and lava lakes, surprisingly huge jungles.
Yeah, wild. Was not expecting jungle.
Right? And also, no explanation for this in any sources I could find, by the way, but boreal forests that get pelted by ice. Why? How?
Ice burns.
I guess, yeah.
It gets so cold it burns. Dry ice sucks.
Yeah.
So sure.
If it is like dry ice hailstorms, that's actually very in line with Aqshy, 100%.
That feels like the right vibe. That kind of energy.
Yeah. Aqshy, in contrast to Azir and Shaman that we've already seen, Aqshy is a somewhat hostile realm. Like, there are dangers on Shaman, there are dangers on Azir, but they are relatively mundane dangers, wild animals, like the shifting land masses and stuff.
They're like natural dangers.
Yeah. Aqshy not only has like a lot of innate, like it's hot on Aqshy, there are like volcanoes and all sorts of kind of natural hazards and disasters, but Aqshy's influence on people is very evocative of the fire that defines Aqshy. Like Azir and Shaman before it, Aqshy's population is mostly humans and dwarves. Notably, Still no elves. There weren't any elves on Shaman.
There was only like a dozen on the first Azir. Thank you.
And there's none on Aqshy either.
None on Aqshy. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A little bit curious there. There are ogres on Aqshy as well.
Oh, okay.
But humans and dwarves make up the vast majority.
Okay.
It's going to be something of a theme until we get to like Gur. But Aqshy, like fire, inspires the people who live on it to live passionately, explosively, and short. Aggression is the primary like emotional characteristic of Aqshy, and that can be aggression in like the very literal sense of people just being like aggressive, but it can also be like pursuing things very aggressively. Aqshy produces extremely capable soldiers, and it produces extremely capable like artists.
Extremely capable sitcom protagonists who are trying to find their future wife. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Poems and plays from Aqshy are just like full of passion.
Nice.
It is uncontrollable, uncontainable, like a raging fire in the soul, you might say.
I would really love to introduce them to meditation.
Yeah, right.
I think that would be good for them. You don't have to not have passion, but like mayhaps we learned how to let some things just pass through us.
Yeah. The people of Aqshy tend to live in the moment. They tend to be very, like I said, they're very...
Oh, never mind. They don't need meditation then.
Yeah, no, I was going to say.
They're already there.
They live in the moment. They do what their like heart compels them to do, and they do it with gusto.
Okay.
Again, it's a very passionate, very...
Love to eat at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
On Aqshy. I bet it'd be any restaurant. It'd be delicious.
Very good. Great spicy food.
Great. I love a spicy food.
Yeah. Of the realms, like during the Age of Myth, Aqshy is the one that sees the most like violent conflict. Just because there are always reasons people are going to fight, but on Aqshy, the slightest thing can blow up into a massive like conflict because
no one lets things go.
Yes, passions run high, tempers are hot. It's just kind of the nature of the place. And so while some of the cultures of Aqshy that exist on it, like during the Age of Myth, just kind of flow with that, others have found ways to temper it. Like ceremonial or ritual combat is a very common like pastime on Aqshy if you're trying to like quench those emotions without like actually getting into conflict.
Yeah.
Coming of age ceremonies amongst some of the like kind of native clans of Aqshy often involve like tournaments or sparring.
Cool.
Or just like great feats of danger.
Okay.
Because again, like kind of give them a big dose of like go running wild and free right at the start so that you can learn to temper it as you go forward. Overwhelming passion is just like the main driving force of Aqshy. And that's part of why Grimnir likes it.
That tracks. Yeah, it feels like his kind of place.
Yeah, like I said, Grimnir woke up on Aqshy. He woke up surrounded by dwarves, which he was like ecstatic about.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Grimnir is the protector of dwarves. He took it as like a great personal failing that the previous world ended.
Seems to be a common theme with these gods.
Yes. Real upset by it. So much so, in fact, I've mentioned before that Grimnir is the Slayer God. His oath is the Slayer oath that you swear when you've committed a great dishonor.
See the previous episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm saying listen to these chronologically. Like, unless you know, we're not going to elaborate.
Yeah,
Go on.
We got good content. During the end times, so when a Slayer thinks that they are entering their final battle, they will sing their song of death. It is all of their regrets, all of their hopes for the future, all of the people they hope to apologize to in their last like moments living. Yeah, it's a lot. It's heavy. Warrior poet is a good vibe for Slayers.
I like warrior poet.
Passion again runs kind of through. Like there's a reason Slayers get associated with Aqshy. It's why Ungrim got bound to the Wind of Aqshy during the end times. During the end times, Grimnir sang his own song of death because he fully intended and did travel north by himself to try and close the gates into the realm of chaos during the end time.
Oh my god.
One dwarven god trying to stand against the might of all four chaos gods, which don't let the name fool you. Chaos gods are many, many times more powerful than like any other gods. They are fundamental forces of the universe.
Like primordials.
Yeah. It's not even really accurate to call these two like entities gods together. They are entirely different functions of powerful. But nevertheless, he didn't even know if it would work. He was just hoping to buy the world any more time he could, single-handedly stride north and try and close the gates. And he failed. Yeah. Because everybody failed.
Because they needed to do a hard reboot on this franchise. So,
for meta reasons. Yeah.
Sorry, Grimnir.
Yeah, but he died and then was shocked and overwhelmed with like joy to wake up in Aqshy, like
Wild.
amongst
Yeah.
dwarves again. Yeah. Grimnir has never been like a god with great forethought.
Mm-hmm.
He's the god of war. He's the god of oaths and the Slayer god. He was immediately just like, ooh, I've woken up in a vaguely hostile new place with some dwarves in it. I'm going to start doing stuff that makes life easier for these dwarves here. And I'm going to do it like Grimnir.
Okay.
So first off, and this is a completely wild thing to think, he didn't think Aqshy was bright or hot enough for his people.
Okay. For his people, the dwarves.
And so he decided to give it its own personal sun.
Okay.
The realms have a sun.
Yeah, there's a sun.
Yeah.
They're orbiting a sun.
Yeah. Technically, the sun of the realms is Hish, one of the other realms. The realm of light acts as the sun for the rest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the realm of light. It's the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But no, that wasn't good enough for Grimnir. He wanted only for the best for his dwarven people. And so he came across two great god beasts who were locked in conflict, one of which was Ignax, I want to say.
Okay.
He's got a picture in there somewhere. I've forgotten the order I put them in. He's just a big dragon face.
Yes, I have identified big dragon face.
Yeah. So that's Ignax. Ignax was
What
fighting...
a brow on this gentleman.
Right.
Okay.
Ignax was fighting another great salamander, is often what Warhammer calls like this kind of dragon.
Dragon. Yeah.
Whose name I didn't write down.
Don't worry about
but
it.
they were fighting over like control of their region of Aqshy. It was like a big territorial dispute. And Grimnir came upon them and he watched them fight each other. And Ignax won and claimed dominion over this whole region of Aqshy. And then Grimnir went, cool. And he like wrapped him up on himself in a ball and he put him in the sky. And so Ignax is the son of Aqshy now. Because Grimnir bound him there and made him be the son of Aqshy, which is an extremely Grimnir way to approach a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No notes. Sure.
From his perspective, it was like, cool, two birds with one stone. I got rid of the big dragon trying to claim this part of the continent. So now my dwarves can live here. And also now we have a son.
Great.
Yeah. Ignax is still up there, even into the modern day.
Yeah.
He's just chilling. Yeah.
All right.
He would probably love to be free, but no one's going to do that because he would be very mad.
Probably another thing the company has in their back pocket.
Yes.
What was it called? GW?
Yeah, GW, Games Workshop.
Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Nothing got in their back pocket somewhere where it's
Right.
like, we could do this, question mark.
100%. That's part of the reason why there's just like so much wide sweeping and unextrapolated upon lore. Is so that they always have something to pull from, which fair enough. And also so that like players have something to pull from.
Yeah, that's really fun. No,
Yeah.
I think it's cool that there's always they could like potentially someone's like, okay, my turn to do the next big thing. This is a thing I've always really liked.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Winter Soldier.
Ooh,
Are you familiar with the meta background of the Winter Soldier?
I'm not.
So essentially, there was a guy, comic fan as a kid, and his favorite character was Bucky, Captain America's sidekick.
Yep.
And then Bucky kind of just disappears at some point in time. And when you're like younger, you can't really find. It's not easy to find comics and look it up. Then he grows up and eventually learns what happens to Bucky is that he just died off screen.
Right.
We're not even talking like a Jason Todd level sidekick death and mourning. He just kind of got unceremoniously dismissed because the writer at the time didn't like Bucky.
Yeah.
So this dude rolls up to Marvel Comics and is like, all right, I'm going to write for these comics and I'm going to do a good job and I'm going to get to the point where I get to finally do a big thing.
Right.
And I'm going to invent the fucking Winter Soldier who's James Buchanan Bucky Barnes. But he got turned by Hydra and the communists. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And so that's what I feel like. There's a lot of opportunity for someone to roll up and it's like, here's my favorite little thing, and now it's the
100%.
most important thing.
100%. The way Games Workshop does like novels is that they have just like a legion of writers and they'll like contract writers to just like, they'll just be like, hey, whatever you want to write about. Like here's the established lore, go nuts.
Nice.
Which kicks ass because it means we get stories like God Eater's Son, which I'm not going to extrapolate on because that comes later. Or Bad Loon Rising, which is my favorite book, which is all about goblins, which is fascinating.
you're a goblin guy.
I am a goblin guy.
Like, you're a gerblin. You
I am
are in fact
100% a goblin
you're
guy.
an orc
yeah.
and or gerblin.
Yeah, 100%. We get to talk a lot about goblins when we get to Gur, and I'm very excited about it.
But not today.
Not today. But anyways, yeah. Back onto Aqshy. Grimnir chains Ignatzen's Sky to be the new sun. He carves out mountain holds for the dwarven people just by splitting them with his axe.
As you do.
He's just doing Grimnir stuff. He is acting outside of his role.
Yeah, this isn't your thing. You're the Oath Protector Slayer guy.
Yeah, but he's protecting the dwarven people in the only way he knows how.
All right, bet, man. All right,
Yeah,
we
100%.
appreciate a creative solution.
Yeah, I
can't imagine the other people living and actually appreciated this creative solution.
Not particularly, no. I know that he had some conflict with the ogres, but it wasn't very long conflict.
Yeah, so the ogres gods aren't on this plane, so there wasn't anyone to help them.
Correct. But generally, he kind of tidies up actually a little bit very violently for a while before we know eventually meeting back up with the other dwarven gods. Him and Grungni get back together, Grungni having woken up on Shaman. A time of history passes. The great betrayal occurs. He gets chained to a mountain. Now he's back in Aqshy, here to fulfill his oath to Sigmar. We talked a little bit about the people of Sigmar. Ooh, I do have a slide in this one for the creatures of Aqshy, or the people of Aqshy, and now we have the creatures of Aqshy. I find it hilarious that every source I found explicitly calls this out. There are a lot of cats on Aqshy.
What?
It's just they're the dominant animal. Which is crazy. I don't know why.
Well,
it's got to be a warmth thing.
A warm thing, but you want to talk about a creature that lives in the moment and has a ton of passion.
Well, that's fair. No, that's actually a really good point.
So go back to the last episode and see if you could tell how long I was actively trying to distract the kitten in the room. Just see if you could feel the energy and when the kitten finally decided to take a nap. How many times I lured the kitten away from trying to jump onto Dalton's lap with the ribbon toy. Okay, looking at the creatures. These are rad. A lot of redheads, which obvi.
Yeah, so that picture has a magmadroth in it, which is one of the great beasts of Aqshy, and just also a bunch of dwarves. That's kind of what dwarves who live on Aqshy tend to...
This bird guy is getting his shit wrecked by the magmadroth.
Absolutely. Slight spoilers, that bird guy is a demon. So,
because there's the bird guy.
Yeah, Zinch.
Zinch with the burbs.
Whose name you will also hate the spelling of. Spoilers.
Right, I never saw it when we talked about that episode. I never visually saw that one written down.
It's got 2 T's in it.
No. Dalton, no! Why?
But yeah, magmadroths are native to Aqshy. They're basically big, salamander cats.
Nice.
They move very, kind of slinkingly. Elementals are pretty common on Aqshy. Creatures literally just made of fire or lava.
Love a fire creature.
Are very, very, true to Aqshy. Part of passion, right?
Yeah.
The land of Aqshy is so passionate that even the inanimate things amongst it have intent, right? Is kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
I like that.
Grimnir returns to Aqshy. And we know that there are 3 things that he did before he went to fight Volcatrix.
Oh, okay, yeah. Man's got a shopping list.
Right? And what's interesting about that is that they are the 3 kind of things that are associated with the big 3 dwarven gods. Kind of. It gets a little shaky, but
okay.
The first thing we know is that he drank a whole barrel of ale.
Of course.
That's kind of the Grimnir thing. Passion, just going at it. Specifically, he drinks a whole barrel of ale from the prestigious ale brewing Bugman clan.
Obviously. What are you going to do to the non-prestigious ale before you go fight a god beast?
Right. He asks his brother to fashion him a new axe for the task.
Obviously.
So that is Grungni's thing. And when he arrives on Aqshy, he finds one of the dwarven clans there, specifically the Vostarg Lodge, and he picks out the place of their first hold for them.
Okay.
And that's Valea's domain.
Oh.
Goddess of the hearth.
Yeah.
He pays tribute to himself and to his 2 other major dwarven gods before he goes to fight Volcatrix. And that's not an explicit thing. That's just the 3 things we know he does. And I think it's neat that they mirrored.
They all correspond with the...
Yeah.
That's great.
They got that symbolism in there.
Yeah.
We love that. But other than those 3 things, those are the only 3 things he does before he goes to fight Volcatrix.
Great. Yeah.
The man really does not like being under orders.
Orders that he demanded to have.
Yes. Yeah. He just wants to be done. He doesn't want to be Sigmar's personal missile. He just wants to do one thing and then go back to doing whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
And I can respect him for that. So he goes looking for Volcatrix. Volcatrix is a massive dragon-like salamander. She spans mountain ranges in size. She is the mother of salamanders, generally what we refer to just as like fire dragons. And she is what is known as a zodiacal beast.
What is a zodiacal beast?
So we've actually talked about 2 so far, if you want to give me guesses for what they are.
Is it the sun guy?
The sun guy is not.
Okay.
He's not important enough.
Okay.
We haven't talked about 2 so far this episode, just in general.
Oh, our dragon friend who's basically the size of this guy?
Yep. Dracothian is a
Zodiacal beast?
Yes, zodiacal beast.
Didn't he have a buddy we ran into?
Dracothian?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, then I can't guess another one.
It's okay. He was just kind of in passing, and I think I said his name wrong the first time we talked about him.
Okay.
But back on Azir, one of the god beasts that Sigmar slayed was Yimnog.
Yes, okay.
The father of giants. The world titan is his proper title.
When do we... What? Okay. But Dracothian's not a god beast.
He is a god beast.
Oh, he's a god beast?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I assumed all god beasts were just like mean, malicious monsters.
Oh, no. Some are quite intelligent, but a lot aren't. It just kind of varies.
So all the zodiacal beasts are god beasts, but more important.
Yes.
There's a class of god beast.
Yes. Not only are they almost always like of human level intelligence or greater, like Yimnog was intelligent. He just wanted all of Aqshy, or he wanted all of Azir for himself.
Yeah.
And Sigmar doesn't really understand this at the time, nor do the other gods. Zodiacal beasts are more than just these like big divine monsters. They are woven into the fabric of reality.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably killing him has consequences.
It has big consequences.
Oh, no.
And no one gets that at this time. Otherwise, Sigmar probably wouldn't have asked Grimnir to kill Volcatrix.
Oh, no.
And Sigmar probably wouldn't have killed Yimnog.
Yeah.
But the quote about zodiacal beasts, specifically regarding Yimnog, is that Sigmar slayed Yimnog because he could not abide like another creature vying for control of his new domain. But zodiacal beasts are woven into the fabric of reality, and with one missing, reality abhors nothing more than a vacuum.
Oh, no.
So that's going to have big consequences
as
we go forward. We're going to talk about the consequences of Yimnog a little bit when we get to Gur. But Volcatrix is also like,
oh, no.
All Sigmar knows about Volcatrix is what Dracothian told him. She sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
If Sigmar is going to...
Does Dracothian not know this as well?
No.
I guess he wouldn't, right? He's smart enough to tell him not to do that.
Yeah. Dracothian, has been around a long time, but he only knows what he knows.
So even he doesn't realize how important he is to the fabric of reality itself.
Nope.
Aww.
Yeah.
We love a humble, zodiacal beast.
giant dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Grimnir finds Volcatrix. It is not hard. She's the size of a mountain range.
Yeah.
And if you want to flip to, I think it's near the last picture in our reference. It is one of my favorite pictures of all of Age of Sigmar. It is the battle between Grimnir and Grimnir.
Oh my god, it's just like a literal volcano. Just fighting the essence of a volcano.
100%.
Oh, but his hair is on fire, and that's very cool.
It's very cool. That is not like one of his powers. It is just so hot that his beard and hair lights on fire.
Oh, it's even better. And his clothes are gone too. Yeah, he's got like a bit of a belt loincloth going on, but all of his armor, like everything except his axes have like
melted
burned.
away.
He is melting. He is physically melting.
100%.
Big yikes.
Yes, it is a
This is a beautiful. All of them are
battle.
beautiful pieces.
Right?
I'm just like looking at like the details of the rocks in the background, and like I'm just on the far. I'm zoomed in.
Yeah.
And I scrolled so far that I don't actually see the two of them anymore. Well, I'm pretty sure I still see Voltrix because she's so big.
Yeah.
But like, just like props to these artists.
So
and
good,
just
right?
The painting and just how much detail is in every. And the sky on the other. Sorry, you should look at this, listener. It's beautiful.
We'll probably post it in the Instagram when we post this episode because oh my god,
oh my god.
But yeah, Grimnir fights Volcatrix, and to probably both of their surprise, they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
God beasts are powerful, but like Sigmar slayed Yimnog with not a ton of effort, but whether it was being chained to the mountain or being like having lost a lot of the like respect and worship of the dwarven people, Grimnir is not like fighting at his full capacity. And so his battle with Volcatrix spans days. They are fighting and hacking at each other. They are burning entire swaths of the plain to ash as they fight across it.
Hey, people live there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. The absolute funniest part of it is that every source I found notes that their fight was so intense that they flattened the hills of Aqshy into what is now known as the plain of Aqshy.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, big yikes.
Right? Just completely knock down, drag out. But eventually both of them kind of hit a point of like near exhaustion. Volcatrix was not going to let Grimnir escape and recover because she knew that if he got a chance to actually like rest, this would not be a fight. And Grimnir would never, ever, ever back down from a challenge, even on the verge of death. And both of them just collide in this cataclysmic explosion of fire and might. They scorch the entirety of the plain of Aqshy black, and they die.
Oh.
Both of them.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is when a lot of people in the mortal realms find out that gods can die.
Oh no. You don't want that information getting out.
No. Yeah. The two of them collide so cataclysmically that their spirits, still entwined in conflict, coalesce into a physical substance.
I was going to say, are they another sun?
No.
A physical substance. Wow. Okay. What's the substance? What's it do?
It
cool?
is called Urgold.
Yeah, okay.
And it scatters across the realms. Just a rain of bits and fragments of dead god and dead god beast coalesced together into a single shape.
Is it like it's like a plasma, it's like a liquid, it's like a solid? Like, what does this matter?
It's solid.
Okay.
Yeah. Just chunks of divine gold shattering.
Cool.
Not just across Aqshy, across all of the realms. Yeah.
What a weird day for someone on another realm.
Yeah, right.
What is this?
Right. Urgold is monumentally powerful. It contains like the divinity of Grimnir.
Yeah.
And the might of Volcatrix. Parts of like Volcatrix's like body and spirit scatter onto Aqshy specifically. Anywhere a part of Volcatrix falls, a volcano forms, making it even more volcanic than it was before. And the volcanoes that form from the pieces of Volcatrix's body are the main places where magma droths come from.
Love a magma droth.
So magma droths are also like the children of Volcatrix alongside salamanders.
Nice. Got a Lilith type here. Love her.
Yeah, she's great. We love Volcatrix. Rip. Yeah. But yeah, Urgold shoots across all the realms, and the dwarves of Aqshy are just distraught.
Yeah, I'm sure their god
they just saw their
died.
god explode. Yeah, they especially like the dwarves of the Volstagg Lodge who just had their like first hold. Just had their first hold picked out. They swear, like not all of them, but many of the dwarves of Aqshy swear in that moment an oath to the spirit of Grimnir. They come to be known as fire slayers.
Very cool. Very cool.
And their oath is that they are going to collect every single piece of Grimnir, all of the Urgold in all of the realms, by any means necessary.
It's a very goddess Isis,
rebuilding
Osiris level task, but sounds more complicated.
Yes. Notably, they're not collecting them to put Grimnir back together.
Oh, so not like what Isis did at all.
No,
okay.
No, you'd think though, right?
Yeah.
They're collecting him to carry out his intent. They build weapons out of Urgold.
Yeah.
And they forge runes out of Urgold that they hammer into their skin.
Of course they do.
To give them
the
powers of Grimnir.
I saw that in the picture.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw they had like shining rune tattoos, and I'm like, that's cool.
Not tattoos.
Not tattoos.
Gold.
Yeah, literal molten gold hammered into their. Eat your heart out, Shadowhunters. Wow. even the or is that just a branding on the beast?
I think that's just a branding on the beast. Urgold's too valuable to put on.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not glowing. But
yep, a fire slayer with Urgold runes is tough enough to wade through lava like waist deep. They are inured to pain. They are strong enough to cleave boulders in half. They intend to use the pieces of Grimnir again, not to put it back together, but to be Grimnir across the world.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Let's
go.
To be the bulwark of like the defense of dwarven kind.
Okay.
Which gets more complicated when the dwarves don't like super get along in the modern day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sounds like some other dwarves in that last place they're at would be like, no, thank you.
Yeah, 100%. And that's a big source of conflict amongst dwarves, is that Fire Slayers see themselves as the like divinely anointed protectors of all dwarven kind, and some other dwarves are like, please don't.
Don't speak for me. I'm not affiliated with you.
Yeah, a lot of the ones who don't take the Fire Slayer's oath flee to other planes.
Yeah,
like they don't think Aqshy is safe for them anymore.
That's
like
fair.
Volktrix is gone, but Grimnir is too.
Yeah,
and so they flee back to Shaman to be under Grungnir's watch, only to find that he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
They flee to Azir to try and like join in with the cities of Sigmar, and they flee to the other planes just trying to like carve out their own like lives for themselves. A lot of them come to be the group of dwarves known as the Dispossessed.
Oh.
The Dispossessed are dwarves who have wholly rejected the gods. These are the ones who were disillusioned with whatever the Great Betrayal was, or ones who could stomach the Great Betrayal, but then like the death of Grimnir was just a push too far.
Yeah.
Or a lot of them saw Grungnir leaving Shaman behind to like work for Sigmar as him abandoning them.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons why they would feel this way. Yeah, I can understand and respect.
100%. Grimnir's body spread across the realms, and Fire Slayers are still looking for pieces of him in the modern day.
How long do they last?
Forever.
Like, can you reuse it?
Oh, yeah. Urgold?
Yeah.
Yeah. When a Fire Slayer dies, they're cremated so that their Urgold can be, like, re-implanted in someone else.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Though you have to cremate them really hard because, again, they are magma-proof because of the Urgold.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which is a hoot. Fascinatingly, that's really all, like, my notes have for Aqshy. Aqshy is a really interesting plane, but a lot of the interesting stuff about it's going to happen, like, later on in our timeline.
We'll circle back.
Yeah, we'll circle back. A thing I'll use this space to note about, though, is just that we're going to start to see a trend that we saw with Shaman, we saw with Aqshy, and we saw with Azir, and we'll see with Aqshy as well. After Grimnir dies, Sigmar does eventually end up like circling back to Aqshy.
Yeah.
And he is going to do there what he did for Azir. He is going to try and lift people up. He is going to try and like give them the tools they need to build like more sustainable cities and stuff. Aqshy being the realm of passion, this seems like a good place to put it. One of the things that Sigmar is trying to assemble a pantheon to push back against the Chaos Gods when they arrive. He is also trying to inure like the mortal people of the realms against Chaos's influence.
Yeah, so that feels like that actually was the question I was going to ask in the previous episode, and decided I'd save for later. Is that getting your god buddies together to form a super fun club sounds great, but it really sounds like the reason Chaos succeeded before is because they wove into the mortals and like disrupted and undermined and had a bunch of rats underneath the cities.
Yeah, 100%. And Sigmar is aware of that. Like
good, I'm glad he's aware of that. Yeah, he seems like he's really learning, and we do stand.
100%. Like, in the old world, Sigmar basically didn't work with anyone who wasn't human. So even, like, Grungi and Grimnir are, like, a step up. And he's, like, going to look for the god of the orcs and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, all right, well, I'm going to play on hard mode.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yes.
And then everything after that will come easy.
Yeah. He says, if I try and save this world like we saved the last one, we'll just fail again.
Yeah.
I have to open up what I'm willing to do.
You have to try to save all of them.
Yeah. And a big part of that is like the old world, chaos crept into the people. It crept into the mortal populations.
Yeah.
People dissatisfied with their lives look for other options. And so in every realm that Sigmar visits, that Sigmar like spreads his influence over, he tries to make people's lives better. So they're not tempted by chaos. Yeah. And part of that is also just his domain as like the god of civilization, but a lot of it's like kind of pseudo selfish. He's just trying to make it so the temptation of chaos isn't as tempting.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that is Aqshy. Next episode, we're going to circle back around and join up with Sigmar as he treads into the vast reaches of Gur.
Oh, I'm very excited.
The realm of beasts. Gur is my favorite plane. Yeah, I'm confident saying that. So I'm very excited about it. It's where all of the orcs and goblins live.
Because of course it's your favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's also just a fucking wild realm. But until then, in the meantime, I have been your Warhammer aficionado, Dalton Montgomery.
And I'm Darian Smart, and I'm beginning to suspect Warhammer has nothing to do with rap music.
Thank you so much. We will see you next time.